back to your favorite Christian community. I am your host, Faith Imanok, and a very big welcome to part 3 of our 4-part love series for the month of February. Yes, we are in part 3 of our 4-part love series. This is the third part of the love series, and I'm really just grateful to God, especially, and to every single one of you that has been with me from part 1, part 2, and now we're in part 3. And for anybody that has not yet watched part 1 and part 2, those parts of the video of the series were really helpful. I know that you were blessed. I was blessed filming it. I was blessed when I received the content, and I want to believe that you also are going to be blessed when you receive it. So today's video is going to be a continuation of last week's video, or the last part video. Last week, or part 2, we spoke about love for others, and today we're just going to pick up from there. Last week, the first point was if you love them, you're going to learn their love languages. And last week we just said a little about the love language, like I just listed them and said like a line or two about them. So today we are going to look a little more into the love languages, and I pray that God is really going to bless us in this video. I'm already very excited about everything I'm going to say. And please, disclaimer, for each language, I might most likely have a person I will describe so that we'll have an understanding of the language better. Some of the languages, of course, I'm going to be using myself, and then my friends, my family, the people that are really just close to me, I'm going to be using them to explain the love languages. And I pray that we'll understand. Yes, there was something that I think God gave me an understanding of something, or someone said something. It's not from the Bible, right? And it just settled with me and it blessed me. So I really just want to read it out. I wrote it in this book, and I pray that God is going to bless you with these words the way it blessed me, right? A person understands you better, takes you more serious, and feels a little more safe or comfortable, and is likely to be more vulnerable with you when you speak their language. So I'll just let that settle in your heart, and I pray that the Lord is going to open your eyes, sharpen your ears and your sight so that you understand what this means, right? So yeah, let's get right into the video. The first love language we'll be looking at today, or in this video, is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation. And the very reason, like the reason I am using words of affirmation as the first love language, or the reason we are starting with words of affirmation, is simply because it's my love language. Words mean a lot to me. The downside is whatever you say, I remember, and I help you interpret it. Like, if that is not what you meant, that's what you said, and it made me feel a certain way, I'm going to look you through the lens of what I feel because of what you said. So these people, you have to be really careful the things you say around them, right? There was a time I did a love language test to some of my friends, not all of them. And one of them stood out for me. His love language was words of affirmation. Now, what I did was I picked the very little details about him that maybe other people overlooked, probably because this is like what I want. And then I wrote him a letter, and I appreciated, I highlighted those things, and I really, I, I, I amplified them. Is it amplified? They say I made them look, I louded them, if it makes sense. I made them really loud, and he loved it. Some of the things that I don't have the letter right now, but some of the things I appreciated was his handwriting. He has an amazing handwriting. He has one of the eligible, readable, like very nice. Is it eligible? Very nice handwriting, readable, clear, like. So I appreciated that about him. And then I really just used my words to say how much he means to me, how much I value him, how much I appreciated the relationship, the worth, like his worth in my life and some things. Then the third thing was the way he walks. He has a very unique way he walks, so I appreciated that about him. And then his hairdo, I think I appreciated his hairdo as well. There's a way he does his hair, and it's so cute, and I decided to appreciate that. He's my very close friend. We became even closer after that letter, after that scenario, and till today he still talks about the letter. I have it saved in my keep notes, so anytime he wants it again, I just add some things and then send it to him, and he's really just happy. Like, he's really just happy, and it makes me happy as well. So as I said, another thing that I appreciated was the way he walks. I loved the way he walks. He was also a dancer, so I loved the way he danced, and I appreciated that. And there was one more thing. Yeah, his footsteps. He had one amazing footsteps like that. Like anytime he's exiting from my house, there's a way I know that you know people by their footsteps. I appreciated that as well. And there was a way he laughed, there was a way he laughed. I appreciated that. I described it and I appreciated it. And there was a name he called me, and there was a way he called the name. I appreciated that as well. And then there were just like not really random things, but there were things that made him unique that I appreciated. I didn't carry like lighting and appreciated. No, I appreciated the God in him. I said all of that, and it really just made him so happy, and it has made our love bonder. It has bonded our relationship. Right? I almost said union. It has bonded our relationship. And when that happened, I realized that he started being more vulnerable with me. He would tell me things that under normal circumstances he will not. So you could see how me speaking his love language just just had a way of wasking our love. It made it stronger and all of that. So please, it's really good to observe your friends and kind of know their love languages and speak it. There's one person that is always appreciating me, and nobody fit tell me say that guy no like me, and I go say na like I know that he does because he speaks in a language I understand. In fact, some days ago I uploaded something, and nobody really said anything about it for a while, and then one person just reached out to me and was like, I'm proud of you, I this, I that. And God, even if what I uploaded did not make sense, like it did make sense, right? Because it was the word of God I was sharing. So I felt one way, but someone like reached out to me and is like, I'm really proud of you. I see what you do, the value you put out, and this. And I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. Like, I was happy, basically. I was really happy. So, words really get to these people. The downside, as I said earlier, I don't know if I've said it, is that if you say negative things, they like hold it, and you can't really blame these people. This is the way they were wired, or this is the way we were wired. So you can't really blame us if we feel a certain way because of what you said. They're like, it's just something that I said. Since it's just it has a way of settling in our hearts. So be very careful with the kind of words you tell to us or say to us. Write them a note in a piece of paper, and like something random. Make it old school and make it look really sweet. Send a random text during the day, in the night, whatever. Just send a random text. When I was in a relationship, waking up to sweet text, it was like the guy just knew, and he did, and it was so. Yeah, that's it for words of affirmation. I hope you got a thing or two. The second love language we'll be looking at today or in this video is going to be acts of service. Acts of service. Now, these people are not turning you into a slave person or boy or girl. I don't know if there's girl. These people really are just saying, I want you to help me out with stuff. I want you to help me out with stuff. Now, the one person I'm going to use as example, because my love language is not really acts of service. I like to do my thing myself, sometimes. But then there's this my elder sister, right? She loves it when I help her out with stuff. It's not something she cannot do. It's something she can actually do. But then there's the relief that comes with it. Everybody likes a helping hand, but these people, helping hand just speaks to them. There's actually this Christmas movie I watched a while ago. This mommy, there was no daddy in the picture, so I don't know where the daddy went to, or I don't know. I don't know what happened. But there was this mommy, she had three sons, and her complaint on a daily, it's not I want you to spend some time with me. No, it's that I want you to help me out. She's a woman. She's a woman. She's their mommy. So she was always the one cleaning, cooking, doing this, doing that. Of course, her children were working because they were old. Not really old, but they were. One was a policeman. The other one was always in the basement. He's a gamer. The other one was, I think, a baker or so. So her constant complaint was, I want you people to help me do this. I want you. And their complaint was like, they are working, like they can't really spend as much time with her. She's like, no, I don't want you to spend time with me. I want you to help me out with stuff. The little time you have, The way you can show me that you love me is when you help me do stuff. So something happened. I think God gave an opportunity. She traveled. Normally, she's always the one who fixes the Christmas tree and all of these things. And when she came back home and she saw that they had fixed the whole house, they fixed the Christmas tree, they light up the place, they cleaned her room, they cleaned their rooms, they did all these things that she normally does. I think she got so emotional that she started crying. So there's a way you get to people when you just help them to do stuff that they can actually do, but they need your help. They want you to. These people, when they are asking you for help, please don't complain. Make sure that you help them out and be intentional about it. Even if it doesn't make sense. Like, I think there's one other friend that I had. Anytime I'm washing, that's when she suddenly wants to wash as well. But she doesn't really want to wash. She wants me to help her do the washing and stuff like that. I complained for a while, but then I got to realize that this is actually her saying, I want you to show me that you love me by helping me out do stuff. As I said earlier, these people are not trying to turn you into boy boy or girl girl. No. They just want you to show them how much you love them by assisting them. Is it assist? Yeah, assisting them by helping out to do stuff that you know they can do, but they really just want you to help them. It goes a long way to say, you actually like me so much, you use your time, your attention to help me do all these things that you know I can do. Oh, some of them can even be moved to tears and start crying. But it really just goes a long way to say how much you love them by doing that. So I really hope this helps. I really hope this explanation helps you to understand if this is actually what you want, or there's someone around you that actually wants that, but you're always complaining because you think the person wants to turn you into a slave. That is not the point. They don't want to turn you into a slave. They want you to help them do stuff because that's a way to show them that you love them, even without saying it. Unlike words of affirmation, we want you to tell us this ones, I want you to help me do stuff. You just keep saying you love me, you value me, you value me, you do this, but you're not helping me do anything around the house. And the day you decide to help them do things around the house, you even surprise them by like they are not around. For spouses now, she's not around, and then you just decide to clean or cook or do something, and she comes back from grocery shopping and sees that you've done everything. Guy, anything where they find you, if you get out that day, like I guarantee you 50 or 70% guarantee that whatever you're looking for, you're going to get it. But because you have told her without saying that you love her. Do you understand? I really hope you understand. And all these love languages are geared towards giving God glory. These are things that you can help people do. God has just put you in a place where you will be able to meet these people's needs. And I think I heard somewhere that everybody comes into a relationship with an empty love tank and he wants you to fill it. So the way you feel it for one is different from the way you feel it for the others. It's not a physical love tank that I can pour something into, but the way you show that you love me using the language that I understand tells me that you actually love me and all of that. So yeah, that's it for point two, which is acts of service. So the third love language we'll be looking at today is physical touch. Physical touch. Just calling the name physical touch brings like three or four people to my head. I'll start with the first one. Now, back then in university, I think in 100 level, yeah, 100 level, there was a lady. We finished from the same secondary school. We finished from the same secondary school. I will not call her name though. After writing acts of service, if you can see, it is her name. Not acts of service, physical touch. It's her name that I wrote down here because anytime I hear physical touch, she just comes to my mind. Okay, so this is the story, right? So her house to my house is quite the distance. It's a little bit far, but she leaves her house and comes to my house, and she was living alone. She leaves her house and comes over to my house. I had a plastic chair, but I love to sit on the bed, and I had one very nice throw pillow like this. I always put it on my laps and like just be playing with my phone or be reading whatever it is. The throw pillow was almost always on my laps, right? So she walks into my house, she will just lie down and then put her head on this pillow and put my hand that I'm using to do things. So she will now carry it and put it on her head. Oh yeah, babe, what is it? She said, I want you to play with my hair. I'm like, Shay, you dey whine me. You left your house and came to my house to play. Now I braid hair. I know how to braid hair. At least I know that I'm gifted when it comes to that. She doesn't want me to braid her hair. She wants me to play with her hair. She had an amazing, really fine hair, and it was always neat. So that's thumbs up. she I complained for a while, and I'm like, I always complain. I eventually do it, but so I don't know. But I was always complaining when I did not, because I didn't really understand what she was communicating. She wasn't asking me to love me, love me, love me. No, she was saying, play with my hair, play with my hair. That was a way of saying, I want you to show how much you love me by playing with my hair. And for me, I'll play with that hair. Oh. Just put my hand, even if I'm not looking at her, even if I'm not concentrating on her, she just wants me to play with her hair. So she wanted me to have a physical contact with her body. That was a way to show that physical contact with her body. Please don't take this out of context. She wanted my hand to be on her head, to play with her hair. Physical touch. Do you understand? I'll call one of these people's names one of these days. What he does is he's a full grown up. He's a grown up person. He is bigger than me. Like, he's grown up. He doesn't have any deficiency. He's not handicapped. He's not crippled. He's not any of those things. He has both hands and both legs. So he leaves his place, comes to my place. I always had cotton bud. I think I still do have cotton buds. He'll leave what he's doing, come to my place, lie down like the other one will come and lie down and say, help me to clean my ears. I'm like, bro, you're grown. Like, you're matured. You can clean your ears yourself. But that was his consistent complaint. I want you to clean my ears. I want you to clean my ears. Now that I understand, I know that he was asking, I want you to show how much you love me. If you claim you love me, plus we were. So if you claim you love me, I want you to clean my ears. And I cleaned it. I was complaining for a while, but then I stopped complaining. If I'm going to clean your ears, I'm going to do your hair and whatever. You are going to wash my hair and oil it, Abby? He said yes. So that was it. Now I understand that this was like, I want you to show me how much you love me. And I'm grateful to God that I was able to communicate that to the person. Yeah. You hear them complain like this, and then please you meet their needs because you have what it takes to meet their needs. They are not asking for too much. They are just being them. Right? So yeah, that's it for physical touch. So the next love language we'll be looking at is quality time. Quality time. As I said, if there's a rating after words of affirmation, my next love language is quality time. I am tempted to call people's name, but I will not. So on Christmas Day last year, that's 2024, Christmas Day, gone, gone, I was supposed to lead a prayer in one of the groups I belong to. I have a very, very amazing group filled with the children of God. We are all broken, but we have been saved, right? So, very amazing family. I don't know all the people in the group. I don't think I know up to 10 of the people in the group, but because it was a WhatsApp call and then I was appointed to lead the prayers for the day. It's a prayer we do every Wednesday of the week. So I was supposed to pray, right, for that day. And prior to that time, how the prayer goes is there's no like structure, there's no rigid structure for the prayer. But what happens is, because it's a WhatsApp call, it's not a video WhatsApp call, it's like a audio WhatsApp call, right? How do we call it? And the person leading will say the most, and then the people will just maybe answer if it's time for prayer. Maybe one or two people will turn on their mics so that you will know that people are actually listening to you, you're not talking to yourself. I think that day there was a problem with the network also. Service wasn't really clear. I wasn't really hearing, I will talk and then I'll ask for a response. Before I could receive their response, it would take like 3 to 4 seconds, and it felt like forever. So at some point I actually felt as if I was talking to myself, right? And I felt so lonely. I got even emotional. None, I don't think any of them knows. I got really emotional. I started crying. I'm like, I didn't like cry. Tears was not rolling down my eyes. I'm here alone. When I'm talking, you guys should be doing and like I want to be sure that you are. And they laughed. And honestly, I want to appreciate each and every one of them that was online that day for that video call. They really showed me love by like, one of them was like, this girl, you like attention. I'm like, sure, I like attention. I love it when I'm talking to you and I am sure that you're listening to me and you're responding. If I ask a question, in fact, at some point I said, you should keep quiet. They kept quiet and I'm like, please don't keep quiet again, talk. Like, because I couldn't see them, I needed to find a way to be sure that they were listening to me, they were attentive. Now the cries of these people is, you show me love by being present. Like, if you're coming to my house, make sure you're coming to my house. If you're coming to see me, make sure you're coming to see me. I don't know how you're going to understand what I'm saying. One of my complaint with one of my friends a while ago is anytime he comes to see me, he used to put earpiece in his ears. I don't understand. And you will say, yes, I'm hearing, I'm hearing. You're not hearing, sir. Even if you're hearing, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're listening to me because you have earpiece and there's song playing. Really, even if there's no song playing, you have earpiece. You're closing your ear, you can't listen to me. What's going on? So our complaint is we really just want you to be attentive. We want you to pay attention. That is what you will pay. Yes, that's the price you're going to pay attention. We need your attention. We love long walks. We just want to spend time with you. Unlike acts of service that is screaming, help me do this, help me do this. Quality time is saying, I want you to do this with me. Like I want you to enjoy my company. I want to enjoy your company. The way you're going to tell me how much you love me is by spending good time with me, undistracted time with me. Like, as I said, if you're coming to see me, come to see me and all of that. Then come when we call you. Like if I need you, I will just call you. I want to spend time with you. I can stay hours on the phone call with certain people. You need to listen to us when we are talking because bros, we're gonna ask you questions. I'm gonna ask you questions. Where did I stop? What's the last thing I say? You say you're listening to me. What did I say last week? And yes, another point is be interested in what they are interested in. Please be interested in what they are interested in. If they love football and they want you to accompany them and go and watch football with them, even if you don't understand what's going on, go and watch football with them. Just spend good enough time with them. Yeah, I've already said this. Do the wow, really? Especially if you're on the phone call, if they can't see you, they're like, did you hear what I said? Yes, I heard. Or as they're talking, like, really? Okay, you say her name is Bella. Oh wow, Bella. As they're talking, wow. So she wore black clothes. Like, make sure that you're engaging with them, especially when you're not present there, so that we can see. Keep eye contact. I want you to be looking at me, not looking at me lustfully, not looking at me disrespectfully, not looking at me in a way that is diminishing, but like like you can even pretend to be lost in looking at them. Just wow. Especially if you have one that likes quality time and wants information, you could just they look at the person and say, "What are you doing?" I love your eyes. Like I love your eyes. You go and now describe the eyes. Uncle, man, I'm helping you here. Like find your way around it, and the Lord is going to lead you right, right? So yeah, that is it about quality time. One we'll be looking at right now is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts. I am almost so sure that about 200 people rushed into your head, like, or 200 names, like, ma. These people love gifts sincerely. You tell them a lot by sending them gifts. I'm going to recommend someone that can actually help you package your gifts and gift these people. Imprint Heaven, she's in Jos currently. And she has been gifted in gift giving and helping you to like package the gifts for your people. Honestly, like I have worked with her. She has done me like 2 or 3 items, and she has like it's really beautiful. There was two that I gifted people, and they really loved it. Like she has a good way of packaging gifts. And there's one person that just comes to my head is a friend. As I promised, I'm not going to call anybody's name. A friend. Um. So what happened? I will tell you the story the way it is. What happened was he got something from me. At the time I was selling perfumes back in university, and then he got perfume from me, but he got it on credit. He didn't pay for it. He like, I'm going to pay you when I have the money. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's okay. You're not the first, so go ahead. And before he was able to pay me the money, his birthday came up. Like it was his birthday. And I got to hear the news that it was his birthday. I don't know if I saw a post or it was posted somewhere. I saw a post posted somewhere. Wow, it's the same thing. So I don't know if I saw a post and then I'm like, okay, this is actually an amazing time to gift him something. But since I really don't have anything right now, I decided to call him and be like, you know what? Don't pay for that perfume you picked. That's just my gift for your birthday. Guys, do you know what happened? Like this is a guy. We were on the phone call with him, but I could I could feel that he got emotional. She was like, Pity, do you know that this is the first time I've received a gift from someone? Now, I don't know if on my birthday, like, this is the first time he has received a gift from someone on his birthday. I don't know if he had received other gifts on the days that were not his birthday or something, but it really meant a lot to him. Till this point, he still remembers that Dadiana, your shoe is fine. Hey, Dadiana and shoes. Yo, Jesus. Narwara kuma zan bar abin da sai sun gani. Za su ji, su sani, su gani. Kuma sa kan ji muryan kai. So till this day, he still remembers. I don't know if that was the first gift he got ever, or that was the first gift he got on his birthday. He was like 20 something. So imagine for 20 something years, if he doesn't have a track record of receiving gifts. I don't know if suddenly he realized that he loved gifts, or this like it touched somewhere, or like, but he really got so emotional. He was like, "Thank you so much, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay, it's fine." He came over to my house, he hugged me, he was so happy because of perfume. So you can see how little gifts goes a long way, especially for people that this really means something to. I don't know if I've said this, but you get them something they need, not something you feel you can just get. Anticipate their needs and meet those needs on special days, days that mean a lot to them, right? So you get them a gift, whatever it is, but something that they need, something you know that they can be able to use, something that they can use, not something that you decided in your brain that this is what I'm going to get, this is all I can afford. You can afford really tiny things and then package it well. So you gift them these things, and then especially if the person loves gift giving, receiving gifts, and then the person loves words of affirmation. So you give them a gift and then you write an amazing note on it. You have busted the person's head. That's all. You can convince this person that you don't care, and the person will agree that you don't care. I think there's another friend that I have. She loves giving me things. So I don't know if this is a way of her saying, I love gifts. That's why I'm giving you. I'm speaking my language to you. Or, but the nice thing about her is she's very vocal. If she sees something that I have and she wants it, she will say it. And if something I can actually give her, I give her. And I love gifting her things as well as she loves gifting me things. I don't think in this life I have gifted her so much. I don't think so. Some of the things I have gifted her is my time, my attention, my love. These things are things that I've gifted her. But when it comes to material things, I don't know if I've given. She has given me way more than I have given her. And even though really chicken, and even though receiving gifts is not really my love language, because she's someone I love, because she's someone I love to receive things from her. It just at some point, most of my things were fragrancing like her. I have a really nice suit top, a suit jacket that she gave me, and anytime I wear it, stop now, and anytime I wear it, it reminds me of her, and I miss her. I miss her a lot. Like, we're not as close as we used to be. I really hope she gets to see this video and know that I am I I'm not I almost said I'm lost without her. I'm not lost without her. The only person I can be lost without is Jesus. This is really a good time to give your life to Christ, because if I didn't have Jesus and all I had was her, I would be really heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken that we're not as close, but she knows herself. Yes, she knows herself. So yeah, that's it. I hope this gift giving makes any sense to you. And if you have a friend that loves gifts, now you understand that they are not too demanding, they are not asking for too much. I'm simply just saying, love me. Love me. I want to be loved by you. If you say you love me, show that you love me. And the way to show that you love me is to buy me something. Another person that loves gifts is my mom. Jesus. My mom has similar wrappers. Like, I don't even know the differences between some of her wrappers. If I'm washing it, I feel join this one with this one. I think it's this one because they look alike. But this, is it this woman? But my mommy, she'll carry all her wrappers and she knows who gave her. She knows. I'm like, is it not this one that this person gave? No, no, she'll say, this one, this person gave me. This was the time this person gave me. And imagine that the person who gave her is coming over, or she's going to see the person, she will wait and watch the person. Like, gifts mean a lot to her. And I'm praying that I'm going to have money, plenty money in this life, so that I will gift her with so many things The little things matter to her. She remembers you for. Stop now. She remembers like the very tiny things, and they speak to her. They mean a lot to her. So this is just a way of people saying, I want you to love me. And this is how you tell me you love me. You don't have to say I love you, I love you, I love you. No. Like anytime I raise this jotter that you printed with my name on it, I'm like, this person gave me this person actually loves me. When I'm going through things and I just stumble on something that you give me, like the red jacket. If I just stumble, anytime I'm just flipping through my things and I see that red jacket, I like remember her and I pause for a minute. And some days I just pray and bless where this came from, and then the Lord will replenish in thousand folds and all of these things. So tell us how much you love us by speaking our languages, speaking in a language clear and still. Don't complain that we're being too demanding because we don't love the way you love, or we don't receive love the way you receive love. This is just us crying and be like, I want to be loved this way, right? This is how I feel loved. It's not my fault. If you speak a language I don't understand it. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. This is just me, right? So that is it for today's video, you all. I appreciate every single one of you that has journeyed with me from the beginning of this video to this time. Thank you for thus far. I really appreciate your time and attention, and I appreciate your kind words in the comment section. Tell me what your love language is. Tell me what you think it is. Tell me if you don't know and you're going to try to find out. Tell me if there's a friend of yours that loves physical touch and you have been thinking that, why is this person like this? No, it's because I love physical touch and it glorifies God. Because there's a way you're going to touch me that does not glorify God, and there's the way you're going to touch me that glorifies God. Hug me, hold my hands, play with my hair, clean my ear. This. Like, I want to. And then tell me how much you love me. Tell me if my eyes are still brown. Tell me if there's a change I made on my face that you really like. Tell me if all this gown looks nice on you. This gown would not have been nice if it was on somebody else. Hide me, all these things. And then spend good time with me when I'm talking to you. Pay rapt attention. Do all the the really, the wow, the are you serious, and all of these things. What's it about acts of service? Help me do stuff, right? Help me do stuff. Have I touched all the acts of service? Yeah. And gift giving, just get me something that I need. Just get me something that says I love you even without you being there, and all of these things. So yeah, today's Bible verse is Ephesians chapter 2. Today's Bible verse, yes, Bible verse for today is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10. Find a way of connecting it to the love languages, because when I was going through this love language stuff, this was the verse that came to me. So find a way of relating it. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Let me read it once again, and then I'm going to put it across, right? So, for we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Have an amazing rest of the weekend. I love you, and I would really love to know how I can love you better. Put it in the comment section. How can I love you better? If we are up close, if we're very close, yes, if we're very close, tell me how much how I can love you, and how you can feel the love. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? I think it does. And we are done for today. Oh my god, this was wonderful. I enjoyed filming these, and I'm very sure the people are going to enjoy watching it. So bye.